All right, the last GAF tool that we will be looking at is Google Drawings. And so when we click on New, go to More, and then click on Google Drawings, and it will create a new drawing for you. And so we have our drawing is just a blank page, and we have some different tools up here, things that we can input. So we have our line, and if we click the little drop down, it'll give us some different things that we can input into our drawing. So you have line, arrow, elbow connectors, curvy line, and then scribble is you can just click with the mouse and draw, whatever you need to. And I'm just gonna undo that. You can also, input shapes. So we have different shapes here, different arrows, different callouts, and, different equation symbols. And then you can also do a text box, or you can do an image. Now you can input that, upload it from your computer, find something in Google Drive, take a snapshot. And the students, if they have with the Chromebooks, I've been having some of them work on this where they take a picture of something that they're trying to describe, and then they put it into, and they can put this into Google Slides as well, but they take a snapshot and use the camera on the Chromebook to take that image. So that's another tool that the students can use. But however you want to set this up, so just depending on what you're working on, what you want them to do. So with this one, let's do forms of energy. And so once you give it a title and, decide how you want to set this up, so you may want to, break this into different sections. So let's, draw a line down the middle, try to make this straight. And then once I put my line, I can change how thick the line is. So if I want to make it, real wide, just depending on what you want to do. And then let's split it down this way as well. So now we have 4 different sections, and then let's go ahead and input, let's say heat. Let's do another text box over here, electrical, light, and we'll just do a couple. So once you label them, then you may want to have the students give a description, and however you describe it to them, electrical energy is the flow of a circuit, and it just depends on how you want to explain it to them, how you want them to input it. If you want to give them the definition, or if you want them to write their own definition, however you want to set it up. And then if you want them to input some pictures, you can have them upload them, or if you go up to tools and then do explore, sometimes it'll say explore, sometimes it'll say research. And when we click on that, then we can do electrical energy, and then we click on images, and it's going to give us some images here. And so we can just click and drag this into our drawing. Now, obviously this is too big, so we go up to the top corner, and then we click and drag and shrink this down, and then I can input it into my drawing. Now, the students get confused sometimes when it slides them down. Just down here at the bottom, you have your bar to slide over, and then same thing just to recenter your drawing. And so you can put that there, and if you want them to put some shapes in there, and if they want to do it that way, so I could have put this in here and then typed my information in here. So electrical energy, and type their definition there. So however you want to set it up with your students, there's a lot of different ways you can do a drawing. If you want to do an infographic and put information about one topic, like here, we can split it up and do different topics. If you want to, separate it different ways, a lot of, different ideas. If you need some ideas, let me know what specific topic you're working on, and I can, try to give you some different ideas of how the students can set this up and complete their drawing. And you can also change the background. So if you just right click and go to background, we can just put a color in the background, or we can, if you go down to custom, you can, I thought there was a way to do input an image into the background. But let me But yeah, so that would just be if you input an image and then you can send it to the background. So like I have this image here, and so right now it's over top the line. If I right click on it and I can go to order, and then I can do either bring to the front. So if I want something on top of everything else, I can bring to the front. Bring forward, it'll just bring it forward one layer, so it won't put it on top of everything, but just the last thing that you would input. Send backward, same thing, it'll just send it down one level, and then send to the back, it'll put it behind everything else. So right now it's behind that line, it's behind this box. So you may not need to worry about the order of something, but just depending. So if I wanted to put this picture in the background of the whole thing, I can drag this down, and so now that's my whole background. So just one way to set it up, depending on how you want to set up your drawing. But if you don't want to, shrink that back down and then put it back where you want it here. So this can be you can set up the layout for the students and kind of give them what you want them to do, or you can just give them a blank drawing and let them create their own drawing and set it up. A lot of different ways you can set this up, but just another tool that is available for students to create their own product. So if you have any questions, let me know, but get your students working and creating their own products.